सर्वेशाय श्री वेंकटाचलाधीशं श्रियाध्यासितवक्षसं श्रितचेतनमन्दारं श्रीनिवासमहं भजे। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगिता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वञ्च हनुमात् स्मरणात् भवेत्। श्री हनुमान स्मरणात् भवेत्। Today's chief guest to this function, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, Honorable Chairman TTD and Chancellor of this University, Shri 𝗙𝗊𝗬𝗏 Garu, Vice Chancellor Dr. Vemgama Garu, and the dignitaries present on the dais, dear professors, lecturers, students. It's immense pleasure for me to have been associated with this function, and I congratulate all the passing out students with degrees going out of this institution. I have been given some write-up to read out on this occasion, but I would like to deviate from entire write-up and talk freely to all of you on this momentous occasion. The three slokas which I invoked, one is Shri Venkatachalādīṣam Sriyādhyāsitavakṣasam Sritachetana Mandaram Srinivasam Aham Bhaje. You have studied in Sri Venkateswara Institute of Medical Sciences, which is promoted and blessed by Lord Venkateswara. I prayed him through this sloka to bless all of you to be successful in your lives, future lives and future career. Second sloka, Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Whenever you are in trouble, whenever you are in stress, whenever you are in dilemma, whenever you are facing any problem, if you pray Lord Ramachandra Prabhu, he will definitely come to your rescue and he will relieve you of all your strain, problems and everything. Third sloka is the invocation of Lord Hanuman. Buddhirbalam yashodhairyam nirdvayatvam anogita ajadyam vakpatutvancha Shri Hanumat smaranat bhavet. If you believe Lord Hanuman and if you are true devotee of Lord Hanuman, automatically you become devotee of Lord Rama and Venkateswara, because both are Lord Rama and Lord Venkateswara are incarnation of Lord Vishnu and the boss of Lord Hanuman. You will get all the qualities of your life if you pray Lord Hanuman. Come to the real subject of today. What is a doctor on this earth? And what is God? What is the difference between God and doctor? God is a invisible belief that there is a supernatural power which is controlling this entire universe. This universe without some supernatural power can't run. The earth revolves and rotates without any rest. The sun gives continuously light without any rest. There is no rest for this universe. So who controls it? We call it as a God. So we believe the God who is in invisible form. But the A visible form of the God is a doctor. Why? A patient, suppose myself, if I am suffering from any ailment, go to the doctor and believe him 100%, give this body to him to inject anything or to swallow any medicine which he prescribes without any doubt. All of us, what we do, what we really desire or interested in is the first is our body. We take care of our body with utmost care. This is a self-interest. Without this body, you can't do anything. We have to keep this body in good health and peace and happiness. Then only you can enjoy. So when the most liked material in this world for your soul is your body. So the most liked body you are going to hand over to a doctor with a full 100% belief and take whatever he wants. If you go for a surgery, you are under general anesthesia or local anesthesia and they cut you and do whatever treatment, but you are agreeing for that, believing that doctor is a God. So he will definitely take care of you. Like invisible God, we are all children to him. The patient is a child to you. The way you look after your children, the patient also thinks that he is the child for you. So that is the importance of the doctor on this world. Knowing this importance, myself, to just give you a small example, that I wanted to become a doctor in my childhood. I born and brought up from a remote village where there were not much educational facilities. Up to 10th class, I studied in Telugu medium in a small village in 𝗙𝗊 school, where I did not have knowledge that if you opt for mathematics, physics and chemistry in the 11th and 12th, you can't pursue the course of medicine. Unfortunately, I landed without knowing in MPC, then I continued with that stream. So I could not materialize my dream of becoming a doctor. Then I already resolved after marriage, one of my children should become a doctor to fulfill my desire. That I achieved. My elder one, she is a girl child. Right from her childhood, I kept on telling her she has to become a doctor. Finally, she appeared for 𝐴𝐵𝐶. She secured one of the outstanding rank in the 𝐴𝐵𝐶 and she joined Kurnool Medical College, where Dr. Vengamma is also from the same college. She passed out with distinction and now she is doing pediatric MD in USA through USMLE. So that is the personal attachment I always given in my life to the medical course. So what is this life basically? Why I am telling all these things are, you are going out into the society. In society, lot of pulls and pressures, lot of selfishness to make money in this materialistic world. Everybody tries to be very materialistic without forgetting the service to the society. That's why I initially said you are all gods, living gods for all of us. How a living God has to be, that is the thing which you have to carry in your mind when you leave this place. You might be knowing a little bit of Bhagavad Gita. If you don't know, you should know Bhagavad Gita. And Paramatma to the Arjuna, he starts Bhagavad Gita, only 2 slokas I would like to tell you, which you should understand, you should know, should memorize, because our life is temporary. Our body is temporary. What happens to body once soul leaves the body? Body is made up of Panchabhutas: Agni, Vayu, Neeru, fire and Akash. Akash, in the sense you can't really imagine what is Akash. I can explain you, but this is not the forum. I can't take much of your time to explain about Panchabhutas. Once the soul leaves your body, what happens to the body? If you burn it, you can't see the body. If you bury it, after some time you can't see the body. So it will again go into the Panchabhutas, from where your soul has taken to form this body to function. What is functioning? Functioning is nothing but Paramatma directs the soul. You take a form of a body, I am injecting you into this body, and you do discharge your responsibilities. In Bhagavad Gita, Pradhama Adhyaya, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Arjuna goes to the war field in Kurukshetra, and he is the leader of the almost Pandava side, and he has about to start the war. And after seeing all his relatives, Bhishma, Drona, Guru, Ashwatthama, Guru's son, and Duryodhana, cousin brother, Dushasana, cousin brother, his sons, all his relatives are opposite. He has to kill all these people and then rule this country. So Arjuna says, why should I kill all these people? They are all my relatives. And after killing all these things, why should I rule this country? But nothing is left for me. Therefore, I don't want to fight. I don't want to kill anybody. Therefore, I am putting my Gandiva down, and let us go back, he tells Krishna. Then Krishna gives him the truth of life. All this truth of life is in 700 slokas. No philosophy in the world, either it may be Socrates, it may be Aristotle, it may be any foreign philosopher or Indian philosopher, not even comparable to one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, the essence. So in first Adhyaya, Arjuna gives him his Vishadam, his miseries, why I should kill these people. So then in 47 slokas, he gives all his problems and explains to Lord Krishna, Paramatma side, that I don't want to do. These are the issues which I can't do it. Then Krishna tells him that, see, who is Bhishma, who are you first of all, and who are all these fellows? Nobody is identified with the body. Body is temporary. Everybody has to leave this body, and the soul is Atma, which is related to Paramatma. I am transferring and posting you to various bodies. Then in 46th sloka, while explaining to Arjuna, through Arjuna to all of us, he tells in 46th sloka of Sankhya Yoga, that is second Adhyaya, from second Adhyaya up to 18 Adhyaya, that is 17 Adhyayas are discourse which enlightens Lord Arjuna, and through Arjuna, all of us should get enlightened. He says, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu mate sangyostya karmani. Karmanye vadikaraste. Arjuna, I have injected the soul which is in you to discharge certain responsibilities for this Atma, for this soul. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Since some responsibilities are given to you, it doesn't mean that once you discharge these responsibilities, the result you expected result. I do this, this is the result. I do that, this is the result. Don't expect any results from all your responsibilities. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbuhu mate samyostya karmani. You are here without any result to execute your responsibilities and leave it to me the result. I will decide what to do for your soul if you do these responsibilities. So the essence of this sloka is that Paramatma has injected the soul, he has transferred the soul into the present body, physical body. He has prescribed the responsibilities to, karma means responsibility, to this soul. Through this body you have to execute these responsibilities, and you should not expect any result that if I do this surgery I want this 1 lakh rupees, if I do this thing I need from this patient 5 lakhs rupees. Don't expect anything. The responsibility which has been given to you, simultaneously he gives you also how to live, how to preserve this body, and also how to look after all your near and dears. He will only do to a minimum level. So you should not go beyond that. Therefore, the moral of Bhagavad Gita, which is very relevant to you, is that you have to think that you are the living God for your patients. You have to treat every patient as your own child, as invisible God treats us as his own children and looks after us. You have to look after them. And don't ever go for unethical practices. When a patient is treating you as a father and he is believing you and giving you this entire body to you to do whatever you want under anesthesia, don't ever think of cheating a person who is completely confided in you and then believed you and is handed over his most sought after body to you. So with this moral and with this advice and suggestion to you, I request earnestly all of you who are going out, serve the society, think that you are think that you are a living God for the patients, work honestly, live comfortably, don't become very, what you can say, I am unable to get the exact word, that more ambitious for this materialistic world, because all of you know, you might have seen the patients coming in front of you, leaving this body and going away. Body is completely temporary. Tomorrow what will happen we don't know. Next 1 hour what will happen we don't know. So since the body is temporary, don't be ambitious, don't cheat the patient, follow ethical practices and do service to the mankind. With this word, I thank you very much for giving me this great opportunity of talking to you, and also thank God for giving me this opportunity to come and talk to the living gods. Thank you very much.